What is up, everybody? It is Reboot Warrior here, and today is day 9 of NoFap. Holy freak. It's been a crazy few hours. I have a test that I have to study for that I haven't really studied for yet, and I don't know. I was wondering why I felt really off yesterday, and then I realized that I forgot to take my medication, which includes depression and anxiety medication. And I'm like, okay, that's why I don't feel so normal. The song you just heard in the intro was the new single by Linkin Park called Heavy. I'm not going to bore you with my review of the track because I am seriously obsessed with Linkin Park. But I will say it is a bit unexpected. I didn't expect it to be such a mainstream pop-sounding song, but I definitely like the lyrics and the message. It resonates with me a lot because I do like the message, and I do like the message because I relate to it so, not strongly, but I can definitely relate to it. I have battled depression and anxiety before. It's kind of in remission right now. It's being regulated by medication. But yeah, I have battled mental illness and, of course, addiction. So I know kind of what it's like. But yeah, today is already crazy. I kind of feel like I'm on a flat line. Not like on the libido, I don't know how the frick you pronounce that word, part, but I guess the fact that I'm just kind of in a depressed, can't really feel anything mood, even though I'm doing all the right stuff. So just hoping for better days ahead, and I guess I'll see you all in the next one. I do want to talk about something that a fan requested. He's actually one of my good friends on NoFap. He asked what my experience was with porn before I started NoFap. I've only been on NoFap since August of last year. I first watched porn when I was 11, but I didn't really get hooked on it till I was 13. But I kind of stopped watching it after a bit before I got really, really hooked on it. So I'm not really addicted to porn, per se. We're addicted to porn subs, but I don't even watch those anymore. My experience, I guess, with porn and fapping and whatever before NoFap, I wasn't really trying to recover from, it necessarily. I knew that I needed to stop, but I didn't know, how to, or how I could permanently stop. So I just kept doing stuff. So that's kind of the thing. So far today, I'm sorry that these videos have been kind of unprofessional-ish lately. I've kind of been under a lot of stress the past day or so, and so I haven't really felt like trying to do good video ideas. But I'm coming home tomorrow for the weekend, and I'm super excited for that. And so, hoping for the best. One other thing I wanted to talk about was the addiction cycle. It's in the Fortify program, which is a really good program, by the way. Any addict that's addicted to porn or fapping, or both, should definitely check it out. Link in the description below. But essentially, it talks about the addiction cycle. And it talks about, before we even get into the cycle, there's 2 things that you can do when stresses in life come along. You can either attempt to escape them using addictions, or you can respond to them in a healthy way, like every normal, healthy person does. Obviously, the addicts go the other way through the cycle. And the cycle has 4 points. The first point of the cycle is thinking about using, which is essentially where, you're thinking I want to fap right now. And that's essentially thinking about using. And the second part of the cycle is getting into the environment of using, where you load up the porn site, you go into the bathroom, or you go into your bedroom, you lock the door, and you get ready to use. And the third point is actually using. And the fourth point is essentially all the negative effects that come from the addiction. You feel really bad for yourself. And then you decide to relapse again to compensate for that crappy feeling you have, and the cycle continues. However, the hope that we all have is there are choice points in the cycle that we can take to get out of the cycle at almost any point. The first choice point is obviously avoiding the cycle entirely and responding to stuff in a healthy way. But if you happen to think about using, you can actually stop yourself and say, okay, is this what I really want to do? And then the second choice point is after the second point where you get into the environment, you can still stop yourself and take a few breaths and say, well, I'm not going to do this ever. And then the third choice point is basically there's not really a choice point after using because you can't back out after you've used, but the third choice point is after the fourth one, which is you can figure out what went wrong and not do it ever again. But yeah, that's it on me, folks. Thanks for watching. Be strong, stay sober, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.